Hi beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back. So today we're testing out something from Colourpop. I love Colourpop and I love affordable stuff so you don't have to waste a bunch of money. So today we're talking about something from their Pretty Fresh line. This is their brand new product. I love Pretty Fresh foundation. I also really love their concealer. So hoping that the line continues to be good things, we're testing this out. It is the Pretty Fresh Pressed Powder Foundation. It's a pressed face powder, but it's tinted, so it has coverage. It is a foundation, but it's a powder foundation. I've never actually reviewed one on my channel before. I usually stick to liquid foundations, but as of 2022, I want to have flawless skin. So I was thinking about trying out like more face powder foundations, and this one came out and I was like, yes, absolutely. So today I'm going to be testing out this, and I'm hoping it's good, because like, you know how some lines of like a certain theme go on too long and they're not good anymore? I'm hoping Colourpop is consistent enough that this is going to be fantastic. Real quick before we get into it, I do want a quick shout out to my shop, theopencrypt.com. I make and build a whole bunch of things by hand. This is Akasha, and if you support my small business, it makes Akasha happy. She does not want to be part of this promo right now, but you know, she's crying a lot, so I figured if you could see her, you'd feel better about her crying in the video, because I can't make her quiet. Anyways, we're going to test this out today. I have two shades here. I have Fair 2 and Fair 1, because I didn't know which one would look better on my skin tone. We're going to do foundation and everything before we do the powder, because it is kind of a combo product. It seems counterintuitive to just put powder on your face with nothing underneath. So I'm going to open these up and show you different shades. So here are the two fairest shades from the line. We have Fair 1 and Fair 2. Both of them are very cool tone, which to me is so rare. I love foundations. I love having a good skin complexion, you know? But I never find things that have a lot of cool tones. I feel like every single time there's like a fair foundation, most of them have golden or warm undertones. It's very rare to find some with like a peach undertone, kind of a cool tone, like a blue base, because a lot of us have like a lot of blue veining or pink in our skin. But sometimes you can often find a neutral, so usually what I go with. But having the fact that these are cool tone and not warm, love that for me. Anyways, this is Fair 1 and this is Fair 2. So you can probably tell this is a little more of a sandy color. This one's a little bit more peachy. I'm going to go with Fair 1 today. I do like that they're cool tone though. Like this one definitely has a different undertone to it, which is nice because everyone is a different skin complexion. But for me, it's just so nice to see something that's not just super warm. So I'm going to try Fair 1 today. Also, these do come with little puffy pads, so you can press the foundation into your skin. I'm not going to be using that today. I'm going to use my beauty blender. So a little bit about this foundation before we get started trying it on. This comes in 18 skin perfecting shades, perfected for 42 plus skin tones, because when it's a pressed foundation, it's not like 100% full coverage and stuff. It kind of does adapt to whatever your skin tone is. So I do see 18 shades being a good amount of colors in here. It says light and buildable to medium coverage. And then also it includes a pressed powder puff, vegan and cruelty free, skin loving ingredients like sunflower seed and cucumber fruit extract. So I'm going to go ahead and try this on. So because I washed my hair today and it's still like a little bit damp and I don't want to leave those little crunches in it, someone told me some kind of clips I can get for that, but I haven't done it yet. I'm just going to pull my hair up like this to get it out of my face and stuff. I've already primed my skin with the One Size Beauty Gripping Primer, and I'm going to go ahead and do my liquid foundation and concealer before we do the pressed powder. But I just want to show you the whole combo of everything that I'm going to use in my skin today, because you could wear this on its own. Let me go ahead and swatch it so I could show you what it looks like on its own. So just a little rub in here. This is the color, and then on the hand it kind of blends in, so it's right here. You can probably, I see a little bit on camera of a discoloration. It has some light coverage. I can definitely tell in my hand, not in the camera. It has some coverage to it, but it's not much. It said it's buildable to a medium. Loud cards give small peen energy. And let's go ahead and do the foundation now. So for my liquid foundation, starting off, I'm gonna use a Pretty Fresh one. This is in the shade Fair 20N. I need to get a replenishment of this because it's had its moment, you guys. I've used it to death. I love this foundation so much. I've had it for over a year, so I feel like it's lasted me quite a while. But I wanted to match the Pretty Fresh stuff together. So I'm not going to use too much product today. Again, I'm almost out of this. And I'm always pretty comfortable with a medium coverage. Like, I don't care if you can see my skin texture, my skin discoloration a little bit, as long as it kind of evens me out. And I love this foundation for its like long wearing ability and the fact that it's affordable. So this is my skin with that. I'm going to go in now with the Pretty Fresh concealer. Really just doing a good skin day, hopefully. I'm only using the matching Colourpop products just because I have them and I feel like if they're from the same line, they should work well together. Do y'all ever have those days where everything in the entire universe is working against you from being productive? Like every single loud thing in the world is going on outside. The cats are crying even though they don't need anything. I keep being stuffed up as soon as I'm about to start filming for the day. Like everything is working against me today and I don't understand it. Like what did I do? Like am I just supposed to be a bum today? Am I just supposed to bum it and do nothing? Ugh. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to wipe off any cream product off the tip of my beauty blender now. We're going to go into this pressed foundation, which is the whole star of the video. So here's what my under eyes look like currently. And the rest of my face. Again, you can see stuff in through, but I'm not wearing that much foundation or concealer today. So I'm going to go in here, swirl on. And something I see mistakes with pressed powders, like pressed foundations. I use loose setting powder. I use it with a big fluffy blending brush all over my face. With a pressed foundation, to get the coverage, you need to like swirl in with this or the puff or whatever and like pat it in the skin. It's going to stop creasing and it's going to get the most coverage out of your pressed powder foundation. So I set this under eye here with the powder. My camera will focus. Here's what my under eye looks like with that pressed powder foundation. This is without. So you can see I have a little bit more shine. I look very even under here now. So I have a little bit of discoloration here. Let's see if I add the powder foundation over this. We'll get rid of this discoloration. And also the Pretty Fresh concealer that I used is not as strong as my normal Shape Tape concealer. It's more of a medium. But in those days where you don't need like the most coverage, it's a great affordable option. So that's why I used it today. So my under eye under here is set now. I still have a little bit of discoloration under my eyes. But honestly, like in the distance, even though only my under eyes are set, it looks very even and nice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take like this whole side of the sponge here, and I'm just going to mattify my face. I'm going to mattify my face today, you guys. I'm hoping that this doesn't make me super powdery. Like that's what I worry about because I don't wear powder foundation like ever. Like this is the only one that I own currently. I used to wear them in high school with nothing underneath and then think that it looked good. Or it made a difference in how I looked. It really didn't. But you wouldn't be cutting me dead without it, you know? I don't know. But, like, because I want beautiful complexion this year, I'm thinking this is a great alternative to, like, loose setting powders that don't tint at all. Like, this will add a little coverage, hopefully. So I'm going to do this half. Let me do my forehead and this side of my chin and nose. And then I'll show you this side mattified and then the skin that's not. But, of course, the under eyes are on that side. So far, I kind of like what it's doing because it is very evening to my skin tone, which is something I struggle with personally. But I'm worried I'll look dry at the end. That's my only concern, you know? But I see some pigmentation and I'm liking that because it matches me. It matches me other than like my setting powders, which usually I try to make sure they're not too yellow, my loose setting powders. This actually is my skin tone. So here is my set half of my face. Then here is just my under eye set. So you can see under here, I look a little more uneven. I look a little more even over here, I think. And also I look a little shiny, but that's just because I'm mattified. I'm going to go ahead now, mattify my entire face really quickly, show you again, and then I'll show you after everything's said and done, like contour, highlight, everything. Because I feel like that's going to make a difference. Also, when we set it with setting spray, I feel like that's going to make a difference too. Okay, so here's my skin all mattified up close and everything so we can see it. It looks good. Like the bags under my eyes are just how my bags look, you know. This right here does seem a little more creasy than normal, but I think it's just me being tired because it's not actually a crease in there. And it looks pretty good. Like it looks pretty good. So I'm going to go contour, highlight, lipstick, everything. Finish up my face. I'll be right back and I'll let you know how I'm feeling. Because right now I feel like a little dry on my skin. But normally I feel the same way before I set my face with setting powder. So go ahead and do that real quickly too, I guess. We're just avoiding the right order of things today. Like, I do feel slightly dry, but I always feel like that after I mattify my entire face because I did put powder over my entire being. I already feel a little better. I'll keep you updated. I'll see you in a second. Alright guys, so I'm back with my finished face now, and I did spray my face again after I did like highlighter and everything, because I feel like it's really important to put setting spray after highlighter, or else highlighters can get all your hair and stuff. It just is what it is. So here's my skin again. I feel super happy with it. Like, I did a kind of a lighter contour today, and like a nice soft blush, then a pretty glassy highlight. Like, I feel like with this pressed powder on my face, I feel super even, like a more of a fuller coverage foundation, but it's not. It's the same, like, not that much coverage that I had on earlier. Like, it feels really nice. Like, I don't feel dry like I did. Once I set my face, I do feel like less dry. I feel like it took all the excess product off my skin, and I feel like it's nice. Now, the only thing that is a down vote for this thing so far is that pressing on powder all over my face with a sponge makes my sponge real dirty, and that means I gotta clean my brushes and sponges more often, and that's like not a great thing. But like overall, I think my skin looks really pretty. Like, let's zoom out. Like, I look super even. That's like my favorite thing. I look super even without having a full coverage, like, mattifying foundation on, like a liquid foundation, you know? And I didn't have to use a ton of product of liquid foundation either. I just used my regular small amount. So, like, I feel pretty good. Now, I'm going to wear this for a while, a couple hours, and see if anything changes, if it makes my, like, regular liquid foundation stay in place for longer. I'm going to test it out. Wow, how cute and spooky is this shot right now in my bedroom? Okay, I was just putting it in here because this is pretty good lighting since the sun is going down. But hi guys, it's been a couple extra hours. It's probably been like 4.5 hours since I last saw you, which really isn't that much time. But since we're losing daylight, and I don't want to set up a whole filming thing for the, you know, powder that's looking really good. So let's just talk about it. So here's my skin hours later. We can see, like, the concealer is gone down a little bit. Like, the coverage is not quite as good as it once was. It's just from wearing times. But overall, I think my skin looks amazing for how long I've been wearing this makeup, you guys. I have dry skin, first of all, so this is going to be wearing better on me than it would be with someone with oily skin. But, I mean, honestly, with a powder foundation over top of a liquid foundation, honestly, to me, it's like how it looks once my face is set that really matters. However, I'm very impressed that my makeup is not, like, you know, falling apart. I usually have a bunch of fine lines right here and stuff after a couple hours, and it starts to break down on my nose normally. But honestly, right now, it's looking really good. Like, it looks really nice. And honestly, for an affordable powder, you know, and I don't have to use a setting powder. If I use this as my powder, adds extra coverage to my foundation if I don't want to use a ton of liquid foundation, because that's definitely more expensive. And if it looks good, like, and it sets my face, like, it's a win-win. Like, I know it's probably not the most precise review in the world, but as long as I like how it looks, I like it. You know, that's all that matters to me, you know? So, anyways, let me know what you think down below. I feel like my skin looks so even and nice. You know, I feel like doing this instead of just regular loose setting powders is, one, better for travel because you don't have like a mess of powdery to mix up all the time. And then two, it evens me out and saves me foundation liquid costs. So I'm happy. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to leave me a thumbs up down below, I'd greatly appreciate it. Or check out my shop, theopencrypt.com. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Have a great day.